Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be demonstrating a new tool that's available in our extended geoprocessing plugin for Simple GIS Client. And essentially this tool allows you to take a set of geotagged JPEG photos located in a single folder and create a point shapefile based upon the GPS coordinate information saved in the photo, as well as adding any metadata in the photo as attribute data in this point shapefile, and also creating or a copy essentially of the photo and adding as a link into the shapefile as well. And so this should become clearer as we proceed through the demonstration. But briefly, I'm talking about the extended geoprocessing plugin that's available for Simple GIS Client. And so if you notice in my screen here, I have the Simple GIS Client application open, and I'm on the new project window where you would create a new project file. But briefly, I want to show you on the plugins link here located along the left hand panel. If I click on that, it's this very first plugin listed called the Extended Geoprocessing plugin. So if you haven't installed this plugin, you can simply click on it and click the Install Now button to install the plugin into your Simple GIS Client application. So I'm going to close this for now. And so for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to base the project on the default GIS project template. And so I'm just going to simply double click on this tile here. And as I do so, it's going to create a new project file, and then it's going to prompt me to select the base map for my project. So I'm going to select the OpenStreetMap. So I'm just double click on this tile as my base map. And as I do so, I now see that I have loaded in as my base map. Now at this point, it's very simple to take those photos and import as or create a point shapefile from them. And to do so, what I would do is on my drop-down menus at the very top of my map, I want to locate the Geoprocessing drop-down menu. Go all the way to the bottom to where I see Extended Geoprocessing Plugin. This is a menu that's added from that plugin that we loaded. And as I mouse over this menu option, I get a flyout. And I want to go all the way to the bottom of this flyout menu to the data conversion option. And then I get another flyout menu. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of this menu to this menu option called Geotagged Photos to Shapefile. As I click on this menu option, I'll get a new dialog box. And so I'm going to navigate first of all to the folder containing, and of course I could change my drive if I had a different drive that this folder was located on from this drop down box. But in my case, it's on my C drive in my public documents folder, and I'm going to locate the folder containing the photos. And so I have this folder just called Photos. And for this demonstration, it's only 3 photos in this folder, so it'll process very quickly. But I select the folder containing the JPEG photos, and now I need to enter a file name for the shapefile I want to create. And so I'm going to click on this button here with the open folder icon. And as I click on it, I'll get a file save dialog box asking me to select the location and give it a file name for this new shapefile. So at this point, you could come and you could locate in whatever folder that you want to create your shapefile in, where you want to save it to. I'm going to leave this one I've already have selected, and then you just simply give a file name for your new shapefile. And it doesn't matter what you call it, it just needs a name for your new shapefile, and I'll click Save. It populates this here now in for my new shapefile name. And so to complete, I just need to click the Apply button. I would get a brief status dialog or status progress bar at the bottom of that dialog. And then once is completed, I will get a confirmation asking me if I want to add my new shapefile to my map, which I do. So as I click yes, it will add the new shapefile to my map, and it also will zoom to the extents of the shapefile. And so in this case, if you notice, I'm going to back off a little bit, zoom out. So I just scrolled my mouse wheel back a little bit. And if you see, it assigned a default symbol of this blue star for my new shapefile that it added. And then you see I have a blue star here, one here, one here. So again, I had 3 photos in that folder, and so it added 3 points at the locations of those photos. Now, of course, I could change the symbol instead of this default blue star onto something that's would stand out better. So I could just double click on my new shapefile layer, go to my Legends tab, double click on the symbol, and then just choose a new symbol from the palette. And so I'm going to scroll down and find the red teardrop symbol, and I'll add that as for my points, the symbol for my points. And now I see it's changed to these red teardrops. Now the other thing is, with my new shapefile, my active layer, so I can see it until it's active because it's kind of shaded in this light green. So as I click on a layer, you see the shading change based on the layer I click. So the shading indicates what the active layer is. So with my shapefile, my active layer, I can click on my View Feature Data tool, which is located on the second row of tool buttons, about the 3rd button in from the left-hand side. It's like a white sheet of paper with a red exclamation point. If I click on this tool button, and if I was to click at the base of any of these teardrop shapes, I would see that I would get the attribute data for that particular shapefile. So I see it had the date taken, if there was any description for the image, the author comments, anything like that. And then it also adds a link in to a photo that is taken, and it's showing you a thumbnail of the photo image at the bottom. And so as I click on these, I can see that it has all the information for the different types of the photos. And then the other thing I can do is, as I click on this, and again I see all of the data, and here's the thumbnail image. If I double click on the thumbnail image, it'll bring up a full-size image of the photo. And that's it. That's all it takes to turn your geotagged photos into a point shapefile that you can easily map. And so again, this is a brand new tool that's available in the Extended Geoprocessing plugin. If you would like to view more, you can always visit the website. That website is simplegissoftware.com. Thank you.